When it comes to winning your fantasy football league, it's not just about knowing who to draft, it's just as important to know who not to draft. Some players might look tempting on paper, but our experts warn they could be risky landmines for the 2025 fantasy football season. Fitz's player to avoid: David Montgomery, RB, Lions. Montgomery has been solid for Detroit, but things are changing. The Lions lost offensive coordinator Ben Johnson and veteran center Frank Ragnow, which could impact the run game. On top of that, Jahmyr Gibbs is a superstar in the making, averaging 5.6 yards per carry, 8.2 yards per target, and leading the league with 20 touchdowns last year. If Detroit gives Gibbs more touches, Montgomery's fantasy numbers could take a big hit, especially if the Lions' offense slows down in 2025. The Bros player to avoid: Tyreek Hill, Dolphins. Hill might still be a household name, but he took a noticeable step back in 2024. Even with Tua Tagovailoa at quarterback, Hill was only the WR24 in fantasy points per game. His separation, target share, and route win rate all dipped. Add in trade rumors, off-field issues, and the possibility of Jalen Waddle becoming the Dolphins' top target, and you've got a risky investment at a high draft price. Erickson's player to avoid: Deebo Samuel, WR Commanders. Samuel is now in Washington, and while he might get some early season opportunities, especially if Terry McLaurin holds out, his track record isn't promising. In 2024, he averaged just 8.5 fantasy points per game and struggled even when given chances. Injuries, pneumonia, and an overall decline in production make him a risky bet, especially as he approaches 30 and may be limited to short yardage screenplays. Joe's player to avoid: Brandon Aiyuk, 49ers. Aiyuk is coming off major knee surgery, and that's never an easy recovery for a wide receiver. With Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Jawan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall competing for targets, his fantasy floor could be very low. Without a high weekly floor or explosive upside, drafting Aiyuk feels like a gamble. Bottom line, these players might be big names, but the risks outweigh the rewards for 2025 fantasy football drafts. Avoid the landmines and you'll have a better shot at winning your league. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more updates.